Happy New Year! It's been some time since my last video, but wow, we hit 10k subscribers in the meantime. Thank you all so much. I hope you've been doing great and I hope that your year started out amazing as well. This year I have some great plans with Planet Prudence, and I also started a blog and coaching career next to it, which you can read more info about on prudencetalks.com. I'll link it for you in the description box below. It will mainly be about mental health and life in general, but all in a pretty positive way. Last year, or even better, a few months ago, I started practicing yoga again more actively. I used to do that with a teacher a few years ago, but I feel better when doing it on my own. I learned how to channel my anger and tension through yoga and focusing on my breathing. I also read a lot of mindfulness books last year, such as The Power of Now, You Are a Badass, and The Four Agreements. I mentioned those three because those are the ones that inspired me the most and helped me the most as well. I would totally recommend them to anyone. For the new year, I started planning my months ahead. For January, for instance, I'm having an amount of work to do each day of the week, except for the weekends. I use the weekends to do what I didn't get to during the week. For example, when something came in between and I couldn't do a particular task, I can just go ahead and do it on Saturday. But the weekends are mainly for making comics, to be completely honest. I have so many sketches waiting to be inked and colored, but I felt so inspired that instead of getting to inking, I just started sketching new things. I know it's promising, and believe me it is, but I just have to finish them, and I promise I will. The goals I have for 2019 is to make a second book and hopefully to have it translated in Dutch maybe. I know it would be nice to have some recognition in my own country as well, but that's not my main focus. I would be extremely grateful if it would be finished and if I would find a good publisher. I'm also working with agents this year, both for business and literary. I paid a huge amount of money on taxes last year, and honestly, I don't know how to run a business, and even though I have a bookkeeper, because in Belgium you just can't go without, it still feels as if I haven't learned anything business-wise in the last year. So I'll surround myself with professionals to keep me going. Another goal is to help people with my blog by telling my own stories and sharing my own experiences and tips, and also with the one-on-one coaching I'm offering. I would also love to grow my Patreon page, which I love doing so much. I started a Patreon page a while ago, not really knowing what it was, and it feels like an entire second family. The connection I have with my patrons is just something else. I also made new rewards for the new year, such as a podcast. Can you hear the quality, by the way? I even invested in a new mic for it. If I do something, I sure will do it right. As for personal goals, I hope I'll stay happy with my cat, but I also have a feeling that I'll find love again this year. My next wish is to move to a bigger place, or at least have the plans to by the end of the year. First, I'll have to make sure I have a stable workload and have the book published so I can have a clear vision about how my year will be financially before I can make big personal life changes. I have huge plans for this year, but I won't neglect my health. It's the most important thing to keep me going, and I need energy to create. My final goal is to create again from my passion. In 2018, there were moments where I created comics because I felt like I had to. I came across my favorite quote around the beginning of December, which is, "People love what other people are passionate about," from the movie La La Land. And I think I kind of forgot about that quote before. I need to make up for that this year. So last but not least, I want to thank everyone who is supporting my work ongoing by watching and appreciating my content and loving my creations. A special shout out to everyone who purchased something on my webshop planetprudence.com, and of course to all my patrons who are giving me more chances in life by supporting me on Patreon. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know if you want more of these in the future in the comments below. I hope your weekend is great. Bye!